What's up guys, it's Alex here, your friendly reef talk, and today I'm going to tell you my top 3 reef safe with caution fish. Now in my opinion, every now and then you need to take a little bit of a punt on a fish that may or may not get on with your corals and cleanup crew in order to get a real showpiece fish. And that's what this video is all about today. Now before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, I put out a video like this every Friday at 4 PM UK time, which is 10 AM Central Time. So if you love reefing videos, have a think about subscribing. Right, let's take a look. First on the list then is the yellow longnose butterflyfish. Now butterflyfish are some of the most striking fish on the reefs, and these guys are one of the prettiest variants. They're unlikely to bother any of your cleanup crew, and they're not a bad shout with corals. As with every fish on this list, there is a fair chance they might take a liking to something in your tank, and with these guys it's most likely to be fleshy LPS corals like brain corals. They give a similar look to the copper-banded butterfly, but are far easier to keep than their ginger cousins. As a more reef-safe alternative, you could try a pyramid butterflyfish, which is about as reef-safe as butterflyfish come, but if you've got the cojones, the yellow longnose is the real deal. And so to the runner-up. Some say he's illegal in 17 US states, and that he blinks sideways. All we know is he's called the Tusk. The Harlequin tusk fish is a massively underrated fish in my opinion. They won't touch your corals, they're jaw-droppingly stunning, and I guarantee your friends will be drawn to them the second they see your tank. Now while they are coral safe, they are not necessarily invert safe. They're a member of the wrasse family and have fairly sizable teeth, all of which means crabs, shrimp, snails and brittle stars are all potential meal candidates. Many reefers report they leave cleanup crew alone, but from personal experience I can tell you that some specimens will certainly eat cleaner shrimp. So if you decide to take the punt with one of these, you should do it in the knowledge that some of your inverts may perish. But it's an absolute beauty, and this fish epitomises what I mean when I say some fish are worth taking a punt on. As reef keepers, we all aspire to having a sensational tank, and a reef tank with a centrepiece fish or two is a truly spectacular sight. And now, this is the main event of the evening. The flame angel is one of the most iconic fish in the hobby. It has a bright red and orange body with zebra stripes leading to an electric blue tail fin. As a dwarf angel, it's suitable for smaller tanks of around 70 gallons, although it'll probably be fine in an even smaller tank for at least a year or two. And the good news is that it won't eat your cleanup crew. But the bad news is they are known to nip at stony and soft coral polyps. Anecdotally, it's one of the most reef-safe dwarf angels, and I'd say you've got about a 50-50 chance with these guys. The right specimen can be a model citizen, but if you're unlucky enough for the coin to come up tails, there's every chance they'll start dining on your corals, particularly fleshy LPS like acans. If you're not brave enough to go for a flame angel, the coral beauty is a great alternative from the dwarf angel family. By reputation, these guys are the most reef-safe dwarf angel, and they still look pretty cool, just not a patch on our main event tonight. If you do find your corals retracting or even showing bite marks after introducing a flame angel, or any fish on this list for that matter, you can always make a simple fish trap out of a Coke bottle and remove the little scamp. Now sometimes that's easier said than done, and if you're unlucky you might get a fish that goes rogue and eats all your corals before you get the chance to catch it. So if you do decide to go for a reef safe with caution fish, go in with your eyes open and be prepared to act fast if the worst happens. So there you have it then, they are my top 3 reef safe with caution fish. Now the information in this video is only really intended to give you a bit of a flavour, so if you do decide to go for one of these, make sure you do your research first. Now if you enjoyed the video, as ever give me a thumbs up and subscribe for future content, and in the meantime check out some of my other videos. Until next time then, I have been the Reef Talk. Thank you, good night.